Hi everyone, welcome back to Wade Creates. I wanted to go ahead and show you guys my purchase that I made today at Michael's. These are the Micron pens. I have heard really good things about these pens, so I wanted to go ahead and try them out. As of now, I am an avid Sharpie pen user. The Sharpie pen fine point and the Sharpie pen medium point are probably my favorite pens to use when I'm in my planner or doing any sort of doodles. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these up to comparison against the Micron pens, and yeah, let's get started. So I bought these at Michael's today. This is the pack of 6. They are all black. They do have a bigger 8-pack. They are 0.45 millimeter, but they are colored pens. So they do have that option for you to get the colors in the Micron pens, but again, I just got all black. This is the 6-pack, and it comes with a 005 all the way to a 08, which just means that I get a 0.20 millimeter all the way to a 0.50 millimeter. So these pens, full retail price are $20. Michael's has a 50% off one regular priced item going on right now for the Christmas holiday. So I actually used the 50% coupon and I got them for $10. I've already opened them. I tried to put them back in the box so they can look as nice as they can for you guys, but yeah, I've already been through them. So I haven't compared them or anything, so we're going to do that now. I've got my little notepad here. Yeah, let's get started. Trusty paper here. I'm going to use my Sharpie Fine and my Sharpie Medium, and then I will go into the Micron pens. Alright, so there is the Sharpie Fine, which is my pen of choice whenever I am writing anything in my planner. Unless I want a thicker lettering, then I will use my Sharpie Medium. But for the most part, I usually always only use the Sharpie Fine Tip pen. So let's go into the Sharpie Medium. I actually stumbled upon the Sharpie Medium on accident. I thought I was buying a pack of Sharpie Fine Tip pens until I got home and I was like, wait a minute. But these I have come to actually really like. So this is the Sharpie Medium. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and go into the Micron pens, and I'm going to start from the smallest pen and work my way up to the biggest. So here is the Micron 005. This tip is tiny. This is so small. I don't even think my camera's gonna be able to pick it up. Let me zoom in for you guys so you can see there basically isn't even a tip there. All right, that's as far as my camera will go. This tip is small, and it's not even the little silver thing you're seeing there. Nope, there's a tiny little tip at the bottom of this. I wanna say it's even thinner than the lines on this paper here. It is so small. All right, let's try it out. I actually feel almost weird writing with this. I feel like I'm going to bend the tip. I am such a heavy-handed person when it comes to writing that this scares me a little bit. It's so thin. I mean, it's very nice to write with. Personally though, I like a thicker lettering. Let's move on to the Micron 01. This is the 01. This is definitely thicker than the first one, noticeably thicker. It definitely feels a lot more sturdy in my hand. Still pretty thin, but I could deal with this. This is a nice feeling pen. Doesn't feel too thin. I don't feel like I'm going to break it with the weight of my hand and things like that. So we're going to move on to the Micron 02. Alright. I feel like I don't really see much of a difference between the Micron 01 and the Micron 02. They look pretty much the same to me. I'm not really seeing any sort of difference in thickness or anything, maybe like the tiniest amount, but these do look very, very similar compared to the Micron 005 and the Micron 01, where you can definitely see that there is a big difference. Between the Micron 01 and the Micron 02, I'm not really seeing too much of a difference there. Alright, so next we're moving on to the Micron 03. I love the way these pens are writing. They're very smooth gliding. I don't find my pen sticking to the paper like I do sometimes with the Sharpie pens. For some reason, I find that the tip will stick sometimes and it will mess up the flow of my handwriting. I do not find that with the Micron. They glide really easily. So moving on to the Micron 05. Okay, so the Micron 05 compared to all the other ones is probably the closest I've come to find in comparison to the Sharpie Fine. I do feel like the Sharpie Fine is still a little bit thicker, but it's definitely the closest in comparison to the Sharpie Fine. I'm just gonna say that I probably prefer this. It felt so much nicer writing with it. I didn't have, like I said, no stickiness. Let's go on to the next one, which is the Micron 08, and this is the last one in the pack. This is definitely a thick one. I think this could be in comparison to the Sharpie Medium. You guys can see the tips there. They look pretty much the same, so we'll see. Alright, so right off the bat, having written with the Micron 08, definitely already prefer it over the Sharpie Medium tip, just because you guys can already see. The Sharpie Medium definitely has a little bit of fading. The Micron stayed extremely dark, which is what I like. It's not as thick as the Sharpie, but as you can tell, all of the Micron ones, despite my handwriting being very bad, they all came out very clean. I didn't have any sort of issues with the pen sticking. You can see on the Sharpie ones, you can tell where my pen stuck to the paper, like with the P's and the R's. I don't have that issue here. None of it stuck. They all came out just glorious. So, since the Micron 05 and the Micron 08 are probably the most comparable to the Sharpie Fine and the Sharpie Medium, I'm going to do just a quick little comparison of them on the other side so you guys can see them side by side. So there was the Sharpie Fine, and this is the Micron 05. Okay. Now we're going to do Sharpie Medium and Micron 08. The two Sharpies are the first ones. Definitely not as black as the Micron pens. Now I can't really vouch and say that it's just because the Sharpie doesn't come off as black. I've gotten more use out of my Sharpies than I have with my Micron. Who knows, maybe my Micron pens are going to maybe lose some pigment in them too. But for now, the Sharpies definitely look less black than the Micron pens. I'll let you guys look at the comparison of all of them here. There it is. Sharpie Fine, Sharpie Medium, and then Micron going from 005 all the way down to 08. So, I think my verdict is I prefer the Micron pens now over these Sharpie pens. They are definitely more expensive, but if you use a coupon, I know Michaels most of the time always has the 40% off, so you may not get them for $10 like I just did with the 50%, but you'll still get a pretty good deal. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this little video of me testing out the Micron pens, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!